are stepping up enforcement of some little-known rules for paddleboarders just in time for the Memorial Day weekend. A state law that was signed way back in 2008 says anyone under the age of 12 has to be wearing a personal flotation device while paddleboarding. Anyone older than that, you don't have to wear it, but you have to make sure there's one on board. Nikki Ibarra is live in Port San Luis tonight. Nikki, definitely not a good day for paddleboarding today, but a good example of why they think it's necessary, right? Dangerous.
Yes, definitely dangerous. And Jeanette, I spoke to the Port San Luis Harbor Patrol today, and they say there are two reasons here on the Central Coast: this really cold water and this wind.
Vincent Shay hits the waters almost every day. He's owner of Slow Coast Kayaks in Port San Luis. Today, because of the early afternoon winds, no one rented paddleboards.
They're kind of like a human sail when you're on a paddleboard, much more than in a kayak, and they get blown offshore. And without a leash or a PFD, if they were to fall off the craft, then the wind's going to pick up the stand-up paddleboard and make it move quicker than they are probably going to be able to swim to it.
He says he rarely sees people with life vests on the boards.
The sport is getting more popular, and people love doing it. I love doing it, and but you just have to think about the safety issues and the worst-case scenarios.
Just this morning, he saw two teens paddleboarding without a life vest on the board. He says this weekend he expects lots of business, but he'll make sure everyone is following the rules.
Not only telling them, we're going to actually practice it from now on, because we want to set a good example for everyone, not only here in Avila Beach, but on the Central Coast.
Lately, the Harbor Patrol has been seeing more and more paddleboarders drift a mile offshore.
As you can see right now, we've got about 25 to 35 mile winds right now, and it's just extremely difficult to sustain paddling against that kind of wind.
But yeah, no PFDs, no leashes, no real care in the world for what's going on.
And Jeanette, this wind isn't the only problem. I hear that this water reaches 50 degrees this time of year, so make sure those life vests are on, because you don't want to fall into this really cold water. Live and local in Port San Luis, Nikki Ibarra, KSBY News. Jeanette?
Boy, unless I practice a lot more, I'll always be falling in that really cold water too, so good heads up. This week is Safe Boating Week, so the Port San Luis Harbor Patrol will be out there this weekend to warn you they will be cracking down on the rules come summertime.
Of course, cold water, they're worried about hypothermia if you're out and having to swim all the way back somewhere without one of those life vests. Okay, almost that time.